Meet Coco, the magnificent Black Labrador with an appetite as big as his heart and a knack for turning even the most mundane moments into uproarious adventures. With a wag of his tail that could rival a windmill and a sparkle in his eyes that screams mischief, Coco is a canine connoisseur of all things fun and food-related. When he's not busy gobbling down treats faster than you can say fetch, you'll find Coco cozied up in his favourite spot, snoring louder than a chainsaw in a lumberyard. But don't let his snooze fest fool you. This pup is always ready to spring into action at the drop of a chew toy. Coco's idea of a perfect day involved romping through the park, chasing squirrels with reckless abandon, and indulging in belly rubs that would make even the most stoic of humans weak at the knees. And with manners as impeccable as his coat, Coco is the epitome of canine charm, always ready with a polite paw shake and a slobbery kiss for anyone who crosses his path. So, buckle up and hold on to your biscuits, because with Coco around, every day is a wild ride filled with laughter, love, and plenty of belly rubs to go around. In the quaint little town of Willow Creek, where the sun danced on cobblestone streets and laughter filled the air, there lived a mischievous Black Labrador named Coco. With a wag of his tail and a sparkle in his eye, Coco was always ready for adventure. But there was one thing that gave him pause: water. Despite his fur deed's best efforts to coax him into the pond behind their house, Coco would always skitter away at the sight of the shimmering surface. His fur dad, Mr. Jackson, chuckled at Coco's antics, but he was determined to help his furry friend overcome his fear. One sunny morning, after a night of torrential rain, Mr. Jackson woke to find the streets glistening with puddles and the air thick with the scent of damp earth. With a grin, he slipped on his rain boots and called out to Coco, who was already bouncing with excitement. "Come on, Coco, it's puddle jumping time." Mr. Jackson exclaimed, grabbing Coco's leash and leading him out the door. Coco's tail wagged furiously as they splashed through the puddles, his paws leaving tiny ripples in their wake. With each leap, Coco's confidence grew, his fear of water slowly melting away like ice on a warm day. As they approached the pond, Coco's excitement turned to apprehension. He whimpered nervously, eyeing the water warily, but Mr. Jackson wouldn't take no for an answer. With a playful grin, he scooped up a handful of mud and slung it into the pond, sending droplets flying. Coco's eyes widened in surprise, and then something amazing happened. With a bark of determination, he charged towards the pond, his tail wagging like a flag in the wind. With a mighty leap, he soared through the air and landed with a splash, sending water flying in all directions. For a moment, Coco floundered in the water, his legs kicking wildly. But then, as if by magic, he found his rhythm. With a whoop of joy, he began to paddle furiously, his sleek black fur glistening in the sunlight. Mr. Jackson cheered from the shore, his heart swelling with pride. "That's it, Coco. You did it." From that day forward, Coco was unstoppable. He splashed and swam with reckless abandon, his fear of water a distant memory. And as the sun set over Willow Creek, casting a golden glow over the pond, Coco and Mr. Jackson played and laughed, their bond stronger than ever before.